Hello everyone, and welcome to the Net Impact Insights series. My name is Kathy Apt, and I'm currently a business analyst for Net Impact Strategies. To learn more about us, please visit our website provided in the video's description box. In this video, we'll provide a beginner's walkthrough for Capital Planning and Investment Control, also known by its acronym CIPC. If you're new to the federal work environment, or if you're looking for a quick refresher, this video will help you get started. We'll break down the main components that make up the CIPC process and explain the purpose for each CIPC stage. But first, what is CIPC, and what is its overall purpose? CIPC is part of a federal mandate known as the Clinger-Cohen Act. Prior to this mandate, many government agencies were spending money on IT projects and services with no clear way of measuring its usefulness to the agency. The CIPC process was introduced to make sure that government agencies are spending taxpayer dollars on worthwhile IT investments, as well as monitoring those investments to make sure they continue to stay valuable to the agency. There are three main phases that make up the CIPC process: the select phase, the control phase, and the evaluate phase. These represent the beginning, middle, and end of an investment's life cycle. So let's start off with an example of how these phases work. But let's substitute an IT investment with something we can all relate to. Buying a car. So imagine yourself looking to buy a brand new car. The first question you would probably ask yourself is, what is my car mainly going to be used for? Will it be used for driving around the family, so you'll need a lot of room? Will you be commuting long distances, so you need a car with better gas mileage? Or maybe you just need a car with enough cup holders to accommodate your coffee addiction. Either way, at this stage, you want to hammer down your needs first before deciding on which car to buy. Similarly, federal agencies need to assess and frame their own questions to choose investments that best meet the needs of their agency. Some examples include, does the investment reflect the agency's priorities? Does the project conflict or overlap with other projects? What is the expected return on investment? Like with most things, before you sink a hefty amount of money into a new investment, you'll want to take a step back and assess your needs, and then select the investment best suited to meet those needs. In CIPC, this is referred to as the select phase, as you are selecting an investment that you feel is the best fit for you. Now let's say you've purchased the car and have owned it for a few months. You've got a better handle of your car's performance, and you want to make sure that it stays in tip-top shape. So, you want to make sure that your car gets a checkup and receives the appropriate maintenance if needed. Things like oil changes, tire rotations, or maybe new brake pads might be needed to get your car running at optimal performance. But if you were to neglect the maintenance of your car, it can potentially lead to bigger and more expensive problems down the road. Likewise, for IT investments, federal agencies also need to keep track of their investment's performance and make sure everything is running smoothly. Is the project on schedule? Is the project within budget? Is it meeting the scope of the work approved? If investments are not up to par, then corrective measures are taken to get them back on track. The earlier problems are detected and mitigated, the less money and time you will have spent correcting it later. This is the control phase in CIPC, where you make sure that your project is under control. Finally, let's say you've had your car for a good while, but you've reached a point where you're considering whether to get rid of the car or continue to keep it. So, looking back on your past experiences with this car, you ask yourself, does this car continue to serve my needs well? How much maintenance is needed for my car? Was the cost worth it? Similarly, once an IT project has been completed, the federal agency reflects on the investment and determines whether it was worth the time, effort, and cost. For O&M projects, these evaluations determine whether the project should be retired or terminated. This is the final phase in CIPC, the evaluate phase, where all investments are evaluated and measured by their merits. Any lessons learned are then applied to the next select phase, and the CIPC cycle begins over again. So that covers all three CIPC stages. Let's do a quick review. The select phase. selecting the investment that suits my needs. The control phase, making sure the progress of my investment is under control. The evaluate phase, evaluating my investment's performance and whether or not it should continue. Overall, SIPC is a fairly straightforward process, but it's just one piece of a broader whole. Other pieces include project management, OMB reporting, IT governance, and many other areas. Understanding federal compliance and regulations may seem a challenging task, but Net Impact Strategies is here to engage, collaborate, and guide you through these processes. Look for more upcoming videos from Net Impact Strategies at our channel, and if you wish to learn more about us, please visit our website for more information. Thanks for watching.